Hello, my name is Marc Rickard and I am the Bike Peddler. We are a bicycle sales and service. We specialize in refurbishing used bicycles and also helping to keep bicycles on the road. For us here in the shop, one of the most important things we can have is a quality product. A bicycle that is well made in the first place is going to be much easier to maintain for the future, and it avoids the disposable culture that we have of buying the cheap department store thing and riding it for a little while until it breaks and then going to get a new one. By being able to use a higher quality product that you can replace parts on or make adjustments or repairs to it, you're ending up with a much more sustainable item. You're not getting as much waste from that. It means that it's easier to actually reuse other parts from it as well. That if the frame is of high quality and you break a part, well, it's worth replacing that part instead of just going out and replacing the whole thing. We do other things like trying to maintain an 80% or better recycling compost as opposed to our waste that goes in the garbage. For example, we put out 1 bag of garbage per month where everything else is fully recycled, whether that's our plastic or our rubber, our metal materials as well. And we are actually currently looking for other solutions to use besides just recycling. Direct reuse is much more efficient than having it sent off to some facility where it gets processed and then returned to us. So to find a good use for inner tubes is a fantastic thing because we've got tons of them. And what can you do with inner tubes? Lots, from making your own bungee cords all the way through to recovering chair seats with them. So that's one of the really fun things to do. Some of the other things that I love to do with recycling is going to Frenchie's to buy torn leather jackets that are no longer usable to an individual and using those to reupholster seats. So you've got a bicycle saddle that would normally end up in the garbage, but you've ended up recovering it with recycled leather, and now you've got a recycled seat that's being reused instead of ending up creating more waste. Right now we're looking into trying to find other ways to recycle even more. Maybe a direct reuse of our aluminum and then getting some machine tools to start manufacturing our own locally made parts. That would also help improve because we're going to end up with a higher quality part that can be used for a longer period of time, and whether that's just replacing the bearings out of it when it wears out because it is still a high quality part, or it allows us to then take the garbage parts and turn them into new parts once again. We're constantly looking for more ways to be able to do this in other directions as well. That to find a use for the cheap department store steel frames. If we could cut the tubing up and make railings out of it or make bicycle racks out of it, that kind of thing is really, really exciting for us.